It's nearly time for bed, and I thought I would just tell a nice little quiet children's story about Hansel and Gretel, you know, the babes in the woods. And...
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, how do you like Hold it! Don't take it out to the children.
Children?
Yeah?
You're all right. I must tell you something. There are some times when children are much better behaved than a lot of bigger people that I know. That gives me a very good idea. The only way I'm going to get some peace and quiet tonight is to turn these two into children. You just watch this. Ballyslapmagutrick.
Have a food upon his hair. Hi.
Well, now, that's more like it, isn't it? Thank you, Mr. Bun. Thank you, Mr. Twerp. I'm glad that you're about to listen to the story because it's a real good one. Would you like to hear a story?
Yes.
Would you?
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Right. It's a story of two little children, just like you two, who went into the woods one day and they got lost. And they couldn't find their poor wee mommy or their daddy anywhere, and they were crying. Their names were Hansel and Gretel, but I've got a better idea. How about if we sing the story? Will that be better?
Yes.
Here is the story of Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a magic tale in the far-off forest land, in a cottage small by a waterfall lived a happy kind old man. His days were full of laughter, his nights rang warm with joy, all because of his children, a little girl and boy. Sing tooralooralooraloo, sing tooralooralai.
There's not a man in all the world any luckier than I.
Gretel was the little girl, a pretty little thing. Hansel was her brother, he could whistle, dance and sing. But one sad day in autumn time they went walking in the woods and stopped to have a little snack of their papa's home-baked goods. Sing tooralooralooraloo, sing tooralooralee. There are no kids in all the world happier than we. Then they had a little nap before they started back, when who should spy them lying there but a horrid witch in black? They rubbed their hands in wicked glee when she thought about her prize.
This chubby little girl and boy will make a lovely pie.
Sing tooralooralooraloo,
There is no witch in all the world as evil and bad as I were.
Then she spun a magic spell that will fill you full of fear. She made a lovely candy house in the forest to appear. The roof was made of chocolate bars, the walls were candy canes. The garden flowers were lollipops, it had candy window panes. Sing tooralooralooraloo, sing tooralooralai.
Oh, what a dirty, sneaky trick! What a smart old witch am I!
The old witch hid inside the house and watched with a grin for the children to fall for her trap so she could capture them. Hansel took a candy flower, Gretel ate the dough. Before they knew what had happened, they were tied up on the floor. Sing tooralooralooraloo, sing tooralooralai. The candy house became a cage.
Oh me, oh me, oh my!
She boiled a pot of water, dancing up and down. The children cried and screamed like mad, but nobody around. The fairy queen, she heard their cries, came to set them free. She hit the old witch with her wand, made her small as small could be. Sing tooralooralooraloo, sing tooralooralee.
There are no witches in the whole wide world any littler than me.
And Hansel and dear Gretel, they never more were poor, for they got the witch's purse of gold and live happily evermore. Sing tooralooralooraloo, sing tooralooraloo. The children and their dear old dad live happy evermore. You can be whatever you desire, sail and fancy free.
Listen and we'll tell you what we would like to be.
Peter Pan, I'd like to be flying in the air with Tinkerbell and Wendy to chase away all cares to fight the evil Captain Hook and never get too old. Yes, Peter Pan is a part of me, daring, brave, and bold.
Find yourself a book or two and curl up in the chair. Then let your mind go traveling every which you wear. You can be whatever you desire, sail and fancy free. Listen and I'll tell you what I would like to be. I just love those fairy tales of elves and knights and kings, and how that handsome prince, he always seems to win. The very fairest princess asleep 100 years, and I go creeping up to her and wake the little dear. Find yourself a book or two and curl up in the chair. Then let your mind go traveling every which you wear. You can be whatever you desire, sail and fancy free.
Listen and I'll tell you what I would like to be. Well, fairy tales and Peter Pan are rather tame to me. Just give me ghosts and vampire books and creatures from the sea. Well, I won't be afraid. From the monsters I won't run. Just don't tell me horror tales about that frightful Bun.
Find yourself a book or two and curl up in the chair. Then let your mind go traveling every which you wear. You can be whatever you desire, sail and fancy free. Listen and we'll tell you what we would like to be. Peter Pan and Tinker Bell, handsome prince and all, lovely sleeping beauty, and ghosts and monsters tall, Frankenstein and Wendy, and evil Captain Hook. You can meet them any day in some old battered nook. Yet find yourself a book or two and curl up in the chair. Then let your mind go traveling every which you wear.